I really don't know that issue properly. I just saw yesterday there was something in the news, but I've been on road for 90 days, so please excuse me.
ಗುರುಜಿ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಅಭಿಯಾನ ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನಗಳವರೆಗೂ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ?
ಈಗ ಈ 100 ದಿವಸ ಈ ಒಂದು ಜರ್ನಿ ಥರ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಮುಗಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ವಿತಿನ್ 4 days ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯುನೈಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ meetings both in UK and United States with the agriculture and environment secretaries there. So we are seeing how to take it ahead with that. Then I'm in meeting Caribbean nations where all the CARICOM nations have already signed up, 11 of them, plus the South American nations like Guyana, Suriname, all these places, they have signed up. So we are going there to see, we will be setting up a scientific committee of nearly 25 scientists who will handhold these small nations. Large nations, they have their own facilities, they have their own scientific, establishments, but the smaller nations don't have this. So smaller nations account for… the nations that I call as smaller nations account for 131 to 132 nations. So these nations we are seeing how to handhold and make it happen. They may also need economic handholding. So we are talking to UN agencies, we are talking to world funding bodies and other things to facilitate this. We want to set up very strong examples in different regions, South America, Caribbean area, Africa, and of course, yes, a few Indian states. We want to do this, so this is when the hard work begins. This is a long haul, this is not one day's work.
Sadhguru, this is Narayankar from UNI. You and Prime Minister jointly addressed the event on Save Soil. We all know what you and the Prime Minister have spoken publicly. But I would like to know the interaction you had with the Prime Minister personally on Save Soil movement.
See, as you know, when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, he started this thing called as Soil Health Card. Today, they have issued 22 crore soil health cards in the country. But I've been trying to impress upon them, and I think now it has gone across, that soil health card is not just about agriculture. Soil health card is about the life of the soil. It's important we treat soil as a living entity because it's the largest living entity not only on this planet, in the known universe. It is the largest living entity. These zillions of lives that are there in the soil, they are the source life for all of us. Even today in your body, 60% of your body is actually these organisms, only 40% is genetic material from your parentage. So, what is happening in this body, what is happening in the soil are not very different. Well, most people may not realize this when they're alive, but when you bury them, they all get it, that it's the same thing, because what's happening here happens there, what's happening there happens here. So, who we are right now is a consequence of the life that's happening in the soil. So, to bring this aspect that it is a living soil, and to separate soil from other environmental issues has been sufficiently impressed upon him. But central government can only give recommendations because central government doesn't have any geography of its own, it's a state governments. So Gujarat, Rajasthan, UP, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and now Karnataka, all of them will sign up MOUs. We will work with them because they are in charge of the agriculture. At the most, center may make recommendations, maybe states will ask for some funding from the center for the incentives, which is something that needs to happen, because the states are ruled by different parties, different types of governments, there are many issues there. But I see the two states I just passed right now, three rather, Maharashtra, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, which are all ruled by different parties, all of them are totally committed to this. How rapidly they do it, we should see. Andhra Pradesh has taken really big steps in this direction already, and they are very committed to this. Telangana is thinking of a whole lot of greening, but they've not thought of agriculture like this, so we're pushing for that. And Maharashtra is very proactive, they want to do this. We've already set up teams to work with the Maharashtra government. UP, of course, is very, very positive. Now they're trying to create what is called as a agricultural corridor along the Ganga basin, which they want to make it like natural kind of farming as far as possible. But definitely soil is in the focus there.
Can I ask a question apart from Save Soil, if you would like to
Please
take
say.
it? Just a simple question, what is your view on this Agni Veers, this protest going on? If you would like to, I'm not insisting on this.
I've not really looked at the policy per se, but whatever may be the policy, whether people agree with it or disagree with it, the violence that you're seeing out there is simply unacceptable. Burning our own country is not an option, no matter what. It doesn't matter how much disagreement I have in my mind and my heart, I cannot go about burning my own country. This has to get across. I think every responsible leader should put this across properly. Doesn't matter what is the disagreement, you cannot burn your own nation. What is the point of this? It's looking like a war zone. Thank you. Namaskaram.